Oh man. Can you grab the cart out of the back, bud? Thank you, sir. This place doesn't look awful. I mean, it's only what, 150 degrees out here? Not too bad, right?
176.
176? Yeah, it's not too bad. This one or that one over there, bud? What do you think? What is up, guys? My name is Mark Centerman. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the RC vlog, guys. Today's a really special day because this is the first video ever where I've collaborated with Team Associated. Yes, guys, we have a new associated vehicle that we're going to review today. This is the Pro2 DK10SW. Now, this is a really unique car because of the SW at the end. But we're going to unbox this thing, test drive it, and I'll tell you what I think. You all might be wondering why we're out here. Honestly, I just wanted to change the scene. And it's mega hot. I think like maybe 106. But let's check out these box panels really quick. On the front, this is the Pro2 DK10SW short wheelbase. That SW stands for short wheelbase, which makes it kind of unique. And I won't say strange, but peculiar. I don't know of any other car company that makes an SW. Anyways, this is the 10 scale, ready to run 2-wheel drive electric off-road desert buggy. This one does come with a LiPo battery and charger. This one should be ready to go, and it is brushless. On the front, it's got a really nice picture of the DK10SW. On the side panel, it has all the different accessory parts, which I got really excited because when I first saw the box, I was like, holy crap, it comes with all those accessories. It even has the Reedy black box ESC on here. It doesn't come with all the accessories. These are just the things that you can hop the car up with. And then it has some specifications on the side of the box. On the ends, more just pictures of the car. And then on one side has the car without the body, which looks like a short course, but apparently it's a short wheelbase short course. Now what I'm curious about is if it's the same length, like the chassis is actually the same length of the short course, the original short course, or if the actual chassis is smaller. I don't know, and I'm not gonna have a short course to compare it to. And then it comes with an SC600BL brushless ESC with T-plug connector and a 3300 kV sensorless brushless motor. Yeah, then it has some chassis features, things like that. Now, I don't see any other colors, but we do have the red and white combo. But without further ado, let's bust this thing open. It's actually so hot, these seals, I can actually just pull off. Oh, dang. Check this out. Look at the battery and charger situation here. That's pretty solid. Comes with a wolf pack. Let's see, this is a 3300 milliamp battery, 30C, very nice. Right, I think I got it here. Holy smokes, look at that thing. Alright guys, so here's what comes in the box. Obviously you get the car. I have the body off so you guys can see what the chassis looks like. Now the chassis does look shorter than a normal short course. It's actually really unique. I definitely know why they call it a short wheelbase. It comes with your charger. Here's the charger, the 324S. It comes with the Wolfpack battery, the XP120 radio. Look at that. The blue caliper, that's pretty sick. Got some options there. And then a mini toolkit, your manual, and are there stickers? Oh, there's a bind plug. Don't see any stickers, but I haven't busted this thing open yet. Man, this thing is gonna be fun. I'm excited to drive this thing. As much fun as we're having out here, we're gonna have to head home because I need to plug this thing in and charge that LiPo. Yeah, we can't drive it out here. I thought about that, but I didn't think about that. Dang it. Oh. Nice, it's a round pack. These round packs work in a lot of other vehicles too. So this charger can do LiPo, LiFi, 1 amp, 2 amp, or 3 amp, 1S, 2S, 3S, or 4S. The balance port is covered up by this sticker. 2S charging. We got the battery charged. The battery took about 45 minutes to charge. The charger it was pretty intuitive and works just fine. Only charged at 3 amps, but 45 minutes isn't bad at all. Another thing to note is it didn't come with AA batteries. Taking a look at the car really quick, I noticed a few things. One, the rear tires are actually wider than the front tires, which is really, really cool. Also, these rear drive shafts are like hardcore. When I say hardcore, they look like something off of like a high-end on-road car. This chassis is actually based on the chassis that they won 9 national championships with. So I imagine this thing's gonna handle really, really well. It also has, I think they call it DVC, but they have some sort of stability management built in. So we're gonna see how that works, but I'm excited to drive it. Let's power this thing on. Servo's not bad. So as soon as I put the body on, I realized how light the suspension is. Like, it almost feels like there's no oil in the rear shock. However, that's probably by design because this is supposed to be like a desert truck. Maybe it's supposed to absorb a lot of jumps or bumps. So let's see how she runs. Very stable. Super stable. See how she does. Oh, lost it a little bit there. Let's take her off-road. See how she handles off-road. It has a lot of body roll, which is expected with how light the suspension is. The other thing I noticed, at least driving on the cement, which this car isn't really designed to drive on the cement, is I feel like the servo could use a little bit more power. There are times when I'm turning and it's not wanting to turn. Now, that could be a combination of the DVC and a servo saver, possibly. Maybe I could just tighten the servo saver. So I don't want to rule out the servo being weak yet because there's a lot of factors going against it kind of pushing. When I say pushing, I mean it's when I turn, it doesn't really want to turn. So very, very stable. I honestly thought it being a light truck and rear-wheel drive, two-wheel drive, I thought it was going to be kind of all over the place, like kind of hard to drive, but throwing rooster tails, oh man, that looks so cool. And it's not losing control. I think their vehicle control system, DVC, does really, really well. So, like as you see, I haven't done any like donuts or spin outs or anything like that. It's throwing rooster tails. This is a fun little truck, guys. And it really doesn't push whenever you go in the dirt. It actually feels really, really good. Like I can turn on a dime. I'm confident on hitting like hairpins, things like that. Let's see if I can do like a quick turnaround, like if I was going into a hairpin. Oh yeah, did you see that? I mean, that basically turned right around, did a full 180, power out of the corner, and in the dirt, it didn't even like spin out. So I bet you this thing was really, really fun on the track. I am gonna take it to a track eventually, not today, not in this video, but man, that's freaking awesome. So the battery that's in it is a 3300. I imagine it's gonna last maybe 20 minutes, maybe a little less. I have been like just goosing it the whole time, so might not last that long, but this thing is fun. All right, so the verdict is in. Let's start with what I liked about the truck. First off, it is extremely stable. When I say super stable, like a two-wheel drive, brushless, short course, I'm thinking out of the box, it's gonna be spinning around, it's gonna be flipping over, it's gonna be hard to control, it's gonna be overpowered. Not the case with this little truck. It is awesome. Like, you drive it and you really forget that it's two-wheel drive. It almost feels like four-wheel drive. Now, whenever you get in the really, really loose stuff, yes, you can tell it's two-wheel drive. But whenever you're driving it on cement or really, really hard dirt, you can't even tell. It's extremely stable. Their dynamic vehicle control, DVC, on point. Like, you can adjust it in the receiver, I believe, not on your remote or anything, but you don't really need to do anything out of the box. It's stable, it doesn't push too much, and you can still do really, really good turns. You have vehicle control, but you don't lose any agility, which is really nice. I think if you're looking for an RTR, a first RC car, hobby grade RC car, this is a great option. Out of the box, the charger, the battery, you really don't need anything other than AA batteries, and you can have a lot of fun with it. It's a really nice comprehensive setup for an RC car. The other thing that's really, really cool is this chassis is so versatile. I believe this is the buggy chassis. I think that's what they did. I could be wrong, this is just me guessing. I think the short course is based on a longer truck chassis. This is like the buggy chassis with the short course front and rear clips. Again, it could be wrong. This looks like a buggy chassis, but because it's a buggy chassis and it's built on that 9-time national champion platform, There's going to be upgrades galore. If you want to make this thing track worthy, you totally can. You could totally evolve this into a full-blown race buggy. So if you're someone that's getting into RC, you want a cool RC car, you already know you're going to get in the racing world and you're buy a 10 scale track, not a bad option. Now what I didn't like, I don't know if it's just me, it sounds like there's a gear mesh issue. It also feels like it has drag brake. Maybe that is part of it. I don't know if it's the ESC and motor that's making that noise, but it sounds like the gear mesh is too tight and it's causing drag brake. That might be a mechanical thing. That might be the actual speed control. I actually tried to do some research on the speed control to see if there was a way to set drag brake. I didn't see anything. Maybe it just comes with drag brake out of the box, but it did sound like and felt like it had drag brake out of the box, which was kind of strange. Also, the body, it's a little goofy. I can see how people could like it. I'm not into the big desert racing thing, and I assume this is like based on a real scale car. They make another body option, which I think is really cool. It's a blue body that's a truck. That one's really, really cool. But with that said, I do like that it's different. It's not like every other RC car, so it's unique. But the body is kind of an acquired taste. And the last thing I wasn't a big fan of is they were so close to it being like ready to go right out of the box. They could have just thrown some AA batteries in there. There weren't any AA batteries. I get it. Not a big deal. Everyone has AA batteries, but they were so close. Just throw the AA batteries in there. Also, it didn't come with body clips. If you're a new hobbyist and you go out driving, you flip this thing over, which by the way, even through the entire time of me driving this car, actually I think I flipped it over once and I got it on a vid. I'll show you. But if you're a new enthusiast and you flip this thing over, you're more than likely gonna lose body clips. You're pretty much done if you don't have body clips around. I'm kind of grabbing at straws here, but that is kind of something that I'm not a huge fan of. Well, I hope you liked this video, guys. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell, and you guys will see me next time. Later, guys.